In this quick video tutorial, I'll show you how to get started with the brand new AWS Tools for PowerShell package. Before we get started, let's understand what AWS Tools for PowerShell is. Prior to AWS Tools for PowerShell, we had the following packages to interact with AWS APIs using PowerShell. AWS PowerShell.NET Core, which is a single large module that includes support for every AWS service. Consider this as a monolithic package that includes commandlets for almost every AWS service. So let's say you only wanted to work with S3, you still had to load the AWS PowerShell NetCore package, which included commandlets for Lambda, EC2, ECS, etc., etc. The second option was the legacy Windows-specific large module that was very similar to the AWS PowerShell NetCore module, but was only supported on the Windows boxes, and hence, therefore, as a result, not at all cross-platform. The AWS Tools for PowerShell is a modular version of the AWS PowerShell.NET Core, where every AWS service is supported by its own individual small module and has shared support for modules like AWS Tools Common and AWS Tools Installer. Let's see this in action. We will use the install module commandlet and install the AWS Tools Installer module from PowerShell Gallery. We will pop in the confirm parameter and set it to false to auto accept all prompts for installation. By installing the AWS Tools Installer module, we get access to the install AWS Tools module commandlet that can be used to install the modularized version of almost every AWS service. Let's install the S3 module. To do so, we will run the install AWS Tool module commandlet and specify the name as AWS Tools.s3. That's it. We have now successfully installed the AWS Tools for S3. Now, let me show you something cool. When you install your first AWS Tools service module, which in our case was the S3 module, it also installs the AWS Tools Common module. This is a shared module required by all AWS service modules. It also removes older versions of modules, updates other modules to the same newer version. To get a list of AWS services and their AWS Tools module name, you can run the command get AWS service. Now, if you know an API operation, you can also figure out what commandlet invokes that API. For example, list objects is an API operation that is provided by the S3 service team to list keys in an S3 bucket. We can use the get AWS commandlet name and use the API operation parameter to specify the list objects API. As you can see, get S3 object is the PowerShell equivalent for list objects API. Now that you have installed the AWS Tools.s3 module, go ahead and have an explore of all the commandlets that it provides to interact with S3. I hope you found this informative, and until then, keep automating the world one line at a time. Thank you for watching.